I get asked a lot, what is my book about? My book, Out of Town Shoot, what is it about? And a lot of people take that cover, take that title, and just assume it's about a guy going out of town shooting shit. And truthfully, it's a story about a street hustler turned out of town shooter. You know what I mean? Due to the things that he went through his path in life, he realized that he wanted bigger and better things. And the things he wanted in life, he couldn't get it from standing over there on that block with 6 or 7 niggas, 3 or 4 niggas. You know what I mean? He realized that a long time ago because he realized all the time he was sitting there standing on that motherfucking block compared to the things he had, the things that he accomplished. You know what I mean? All the hours he put in out there on that motherfucking block. But anyway, it's about a street hustler turned out of town shooter. And you know, he basically going through his journey in life. What the universe got set forward for him, forth for him. You know what I mean? He during his little journey. That's why I say it's a twisted love story also. It ain't just about two characters, one character. I got a lot of characters. That's how I write. That's why I call myself James Wood, aka Mr. Real Fiction. I write reality fiction. Just like in real life, throughout your journey through life, you meet people. You know what I mean? And so on and so on. But, anyway, I call it, like I said, it's a twisted love story. During his journey, he was in a relationship with a person. He thought he was, that person loved him. He thought, it was pretty solid. But during his journey, the universe revealed to him that, sometimes people ain't with you for who you are. They with you for the things that you could do for them. You know what I mean? What you can provide for them, So once he realized that, he started looking at life differently. And, he was tapped into his ancestors and shit like that. So he would always ask the universe, he'd be going through it. He a loner. You know what I mean? He lived that introvert lifestyle. So basically he was shit. Nigga going through it lonely. Asked the universe for some help, some ancestors, some friends that passed before him, some relatives that passed before him, you know what I mean? Because he was trying to, kind of tapped in. He was conscious, he was aware, you know what I mean? And, during his journey, he said he gonna quit thinking with his mind sometime, even though that's what it's for. He used his heart, follow his heart, in other words. During his journey, he was out of town doing what he do. Whatever that may be, you're gonna have to read that book. And he was introduced to someone, not by nobody, because during his life, he realized that most of the relationships he had, it was off a partner hookup. Somebody he was cool with hookup. He never really took the time to pick nobody out for himself. So, this time, like I said, you gotta read the book, but he ended up meeting somebody, running into somebody, and they stayed on his mind. He couldn't understand it. He just constantly thought about this person, and like I said, he was a loner. He was a bashful person, so he type of nigga that just he might look with his eyes and think with his brain or his mind, but he couldn't get enough courage to go holler at a female on a regular. If he did, I'm not gonna say never, but if he did, he looked at it like, man, it's the universe work. He was heavy on that. So, he ended up meeting this girl, Tamira. They get to conversating. But like I said, you gotta read the book. And got some other characters in there. Young niggas doing what they gotta do to get to where they need to be. You know what I mean? Because they know ain't nobody gonna give them nothing. But the best thing about these niggas, because in life, everybody not fortunate to have a big homie or to have somebody that care about you, that genuinely care, not the nigga that just points you to go do some shit, use you for some shit that he's scared to do or won't do, or you know what I mean? Puppet masters, you know what I mean? Niggas want to keep you because they know your heart real. Use you as a toy soldier, wind you up. You know what I mean? But like I said, it was some young niggas. That's why I say I got more than one character. I write reality fiction. The way I write, you know what I mean? You're gonna snatch your character if you pay attention to detail, just like that rat back there. You know what I mean? You'll pull your character out. It's like watching a movie. I don't write books, I write movies. But I do write books, but I write movies. You see what I'm saying? Screenplay, that shit coming a little later. But these young niggas, you know, like I said, they doing what they gotta do, man. You don't have to read the book to get to where they need to be. But like I said, they fortunate to have a OG. Because it's a lot of people that don't got nobody, ain't got no daddy, ain't got no big brother, ain't got nobody to tell them, nah, don't do that. They have to learn the hard way. But, you know, everything ain't gravy and everything ain't smooth in this book, Out of Town Shooter. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's coming soon. You're just gonna have to read. That's just a little snippet. Then I got another character in there. You know, I told y'all about Tamira. You know, what I do in my writing is I pick out parts of, you know, I let you know, I introduce you a little bit to the character. So, you know, like Tamira, she's the type of person, you know, I think she going to school, taking care of her grandmother and going to work. That's just it, you know. She might not be going to school yet. I might have just slid something out in this one because, oh yeah, it's going to be a part 2 to the Out of Town Shooter. But she might not be going to school now, but, you know, basically, you know, Tamira's story, I can write a whole nother book about Tamira, but basically, you know, Tamira and her grandmother got a relationship. That's her best friend. Something occurred that it had nothing to do with her grandma, but her grandma's a victim of it, and you gotta read the book, but Tamira get a lesson, a life lesson. You know, her grandmother tell her some things, and Tamira really ain't trying to hear it. Not that it was a debate, but just, you know, she took it like her grandmother was talking out the side of her head because of the position her grandmother was in. Like I said, you got to read the book, you know, and, you know, her grandmother told her, like, universe gonna send you some angels. You know, she old school, so she probably, you know, she was like, God gonna send you some angels. An angel. Tamira, for all the stuff you helped me with, for all the things. Grandma, ain't nobody trying to hear that. You ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're going to have to read the book, but I'm just giving you a little snippet. You know, Tamira like, she listening. She like, just promise me, Tamira, you won't push them away. Tamira like, what? All right, Granny, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? A lot of life-altering things, just like in real life. That's why I write reality fiction. You know what I mean? Things that you could relate to. Things in reality, real. real reality. You know what I mean? Like James Wood, aka Mr. Real Fiction, man. That's just a snippet, man. And I know I've been screaming this Out of Town Shooter dropping for a while, but I live in the real world, man. Things happen, man. Shit get put on pause all the time, man. You know what I mean? Shit. Sometimes you gotta shake them haters off and you gotta remove yourself from certain places and certain things and certain people. But I just didn't quit. That's all. That's the only difference. I didn't quit. Like I said, pay attention to detail, man. Close attention to detail. See that rat? What he dripping? Yeah. But I think y'all gonna like that Out of Town Shooter, man. That's why I'm about to do what I gotta do to get it up out of here. You know, it's, like I said, I'm a realist. A lot of shit, a lot of obstacles. Not just with this pandemic. A lot of obstacles. You know, my editor I've been going to for years. Like I said, older. You know, she had to do what was best for her. So, you know, I freehand write. So, you know, shit. Change the game. I got to depend on me. So now I'm forced to learn how to type because I never, you know, I know what QWERTY at. I know where, you know, I could do the basics real speed. I know what the words is. It's just speed. I can't do it. But I had to realize what the universe was doing. I'm on a universe time. We all run around this motherfucker on borrowed time anyway. So I had to pace myself. That's what the universe is teaching me. So that's what it is. You know what I mean? That's why you'll never get used to nothing. Be dependent on nothing. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, it's just I write reality fiction. I just hope that through my writing, that's my goal. To reach one, teach one. Maybe you pull something out of this book. Cause that ain't the only story. I got Portia, I got Thomas, I got Hale, I got Sponge, I got Woo Woo. You know what I mean? I got Crucial. It's a lot of characters. But it's a lot of stories. I just ain't writing for the fellas, the real niggas. Writing for the yappers, the queens, the women, the young ladies. You know what I mean? Maybe you can learn a life lesson after turning a couple pages, you know what I mean? Even though it will be on ebook, but you're gonna want to have this to put it up. They already, I ain't about to go there, but they try to get rid of everything that we own. Anything that hold history, yeah, like that library. I ain't about to go there, but I ain't about to go there. Not that I won't go there. Nah, that ain't it. I'm just about to focus on this out of town shooter, but do your history. Be proud of who you were. And some people ask me why I got the white boy on there, but I be screaming that it's not a white boy. Might look white to you, maybe they ink was, but that's why I made them letters white so you can compare white to, you know what I mean? Salute my brown people out there. I got Miko in there. Yeah. I got some characters. And they just don't got 2 minutes of no motherfucking one sentence. You're gonna get to know them a little bit. Because you might like the character that don't nobody else like. Because you see something in that character that you can relate to. That's what I'm doing with my writing. That's it. That's all, man. James Wood, a.k.a. Mr. Real Fiction, man. I represent that Halo Publishing, LLC, which stands for Hustler Always Life Overflowing. Yeah. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure you see it. You remember. Yep. So that's what I'm on. Took a break, but I ain't quit. So you haters thought I was quitting. Guess what? It shouldn't even matter what the fuck I'm doing, because I don't give a fuck about what you do. Real spill. Yeah. Rats like cheese, huh? Cheese and peanut butter. But they like cheese. I write life lessons in my writing. If you don't learn nothing after reading that shit, get a grip on life. Cause I can't force you to do nothing. But maybe you dealing with a hustler for the first time. Maybe you dealing with a street dude for the first time. Maybe you dealing with a woman that been hurt, done been through some shit. Really been through some shit for the first time. And you can't relate. Maybe you fucking with a young nigga that right now he really don't give a fuck about what you talk about, because he got a mission, he got a goal. He ain't on that feeling stage right now. He chasing what he chasing, doing what he gotta do, because you don't know where he come from. You don't know what that household he came from once he left his mama house was like. You don't know why he fucking that fire just stay lit up under his motherfucking ass to go hard. You don't know that. So maybe you can pull something up out of this book and give you a better understanding wake you up on your low awareness on things that's going on in the world. Why people do what they do. You sitting up there judging the taker. Y'all call them robbers. Y'all call them. You sitting up there judging the hustlers. You call them drug dealers and this, that, and the other. But there's a difference between a drug dealer and a hustler. Drug dealer. Deal drugs. Hustler. Sell any fucking thing. You know. You sitting up here judging that entrepreneur because he's silly. He crazy. This nigga, he taking no chances. You sitting up there judging her because she chasing her motherfucking dreams. Said, fuck the world, she gonna go get that shit. She tired of motherfuckers throwing shit up in her motherfucking face. Yeah. You done been in a motherfucking relationship with a motherfucker that did shit but beat you the fuck down with words, maybe physically. You to the point to where you sit back and you laugh now, like, the fuck was I thinking about? Like, the fuck? Yeah, it's cool. That's who the fuck I'm writing for. Salute the Real. My book Out of Town Shooter will be dropping real soon, man. Real is rare. From Halo Publishing, LLC. Stands for Hustler Always Life Overflow. Fuck what you heard.